Alright, listen. I know I promised to post more content, but surely with this we can make some amends, right? I know. I was supposed to make a lot more stuff throughout this last expansion. I mean, I didn't build this for no reason, right? I played in a bunch of tournaments, I got myself some tops. I even recorded a little video on stream during one of these like sessions where I kind of like showed off some of my prize cards and some of those winnings and opening up some of the tournament packs. So I've been playing the game a lot, but somehow playing just Lord Knight and then a bit of Shaman on the side really did get a little bit stale after some time. So I'm very excited about this new release, which is Double Diamond BT06. So of course, this is basically like the movie set that came out, so last Kizuna, which I think came out last year if I'm not mistaken, featuring these two beautiful boys right here. On top of that, with this expansion, there's also the release of two new start decks, so All Force Shinegreymon and Galantman, so for red and blue, and actually really good. Like, these are basically like strong tier 2 decks that you can just build and go into tournaments with, which is insane for just a starter deck product. So we are going to open up these two in this video as well, just to see what is actually inside of them. And of course, today's video is actually brought to you by Parcage.com, which is today's sponsor. So make sure you check them out if you need any Digimon singles. If you live in Europe, you can get them right there. Also, you can pre-order sealed product. They even have the upcoming collections, I think. So if you want to get the Tamer box for Tamer Evolution, then you definitely should check it out over there. They have it for MSRP, so it's definitely worth giving it a look. And if you want to buy anything off of that website, make sure you use the code DIFFERENT5 for 5% discount at checkout. So once again, huge thank you to Parcage.com for the sponsorship, as well as for sending me this product for today. Now, before we open up the start decks, I'm just going to open up the insides, the content of this box, because I just want to literally take out a couple packs and use them for a thumbnail shot. So don't mind me, we're gonna open the starter decks first, but don't mind me, just trying to unzip the foil, how we do over here. Also gives us a chance to look around the box. You can see the beautiful Agumon and Gabomon in the front. Of course, it is, as always, 12 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. And in every box, you get a first anniversary promo pack where you get 1 of 10 cards, which are basically reprints of like SRs or rares, and just a bunch of different cards in alternate art and like super beautiful foiling and really nice textures overall. And of course, the sides of the box are the same information, and then the back of the box gives us the info. So the total of 11 super rares. And of course, we pull 7 of them per box. 2 secrets, which you might pull 1 of them per box, and then 26 rares, 30 uncommons, 44 commons, and 113 cards in total. So in terms of what I'm aiming for in this set, these two boys, I actually want to build both of them, because Gabomon is actually the first time that I'm actually interested in blue as well. On top of that, Dinasmon for yellow is going to be good for a while, so I definitely want that. It's a cool little like addition to yellow decks. Like, it's not like a new boss monster like the way we're used to for yellow, but rather it just helps to support other existing yellow decks. And then of course, Jesmon is probably one of my main hypes in this set, so if we can pull those 4 SRs out of the 7 that we can pull in this box, that would be super cool. Alright, so we open it up, and the box toppers this time around are not just the usual like Tamer slash Digitama. Of course, we still get the Digitama. This time around it is the Caramons, the blue one. Pretty nice. But we also get this exclusive promotional pack, the 1-year anniversary promo pack, which will open in just a bit. All right, thumbnail shots are done. Let me put these packs back for the time being. So we're going to keep the box over here for now. But first, I really want to take a look at these starter decks. So these starter decks are honestly phenomenal. Like, I can't begin to explain how cool they are, because not only do they have really good cards inside of them, so of course, it's basically like a full deck, and you can see the full set list here as well. So how many of each thing you get. There's a Gaia Force reprint in here, you can see right here. Gaia Force reprint, Atomic Blaster, like so many good cards. You get 2 of the SR Galmon, so you do have to buy 2 copies of this in order to have playset of everything. But the rarities, like, oh my god, the foils are so damn clean. So if you buy 2 of these, you basically have a competitively ready deck in red. And Galantman is a big fan favorite as well, one of my own personal favorites too. And so I definitely do recommend you guys pick this up if you're like trying to get into Digimon for the first time. Like, honestly, ignore the other starter decks that exist. If you want to just like play as much competitive deck as possible from the get-go, like, this is definitely something you gotta look at. Like, this is basically your best bet. So we open it up at the top like so, and we have to slide this out across the plastic. So unlike the previous ones, we don't actually get any booster packs in this, and instead of the booster packs, what we get is the deck itself, as well as a bundle of promos plus a really nice memory gauge. So you can see here, the first we have the Galantman and Gilmon memory gauge. So this one is very beautiful. Like, it's also beautiful foil, so you can see here it's all nice and foiled out, and it's just really nice, like, in terms of just how it looks. Like, it's beautiful. They've been doing these promotional ones lately, for all the different tournaments, and so it's just really nice to see them like make more of these for the players that want them. Then every single start deck comes with this, the memory boost promos, and these are so beautiful. Like, I want you to look at the foiling in particular, right? Look at this beautiful pattern. Do you see? I think the camera is actually doing a pretty good job of picking up on it, but do you see how amazing this is? Can you fathom how great this looks? Like, it's textured. You can literally feel the texture of the card on your hands. Like, it's so great. So that's the red memory boost. We get blue memory boost. I should really read what they do. Red memory boost is reveal top 4, add a red Digimon card among them to your hand, put the rest in the bottom, and then put this into your battle area. And then delay. You can trash this card in your battle area to activate this effect, but you can't activate this effect the turn this card enters play. So I have to wait until the turn after you played it to gain 2 memory, which is really, really sweet. So that's for red. Then we have the one for blue. So this is with the Vmon. Again, really nice, like kind of like crystal texture. I'd say like this one's a bit more crystal themed, so this one's also very nice. You get a little like impact effect here too. So same effect, top 4 for blue Digimon, and then delay, gain 2 memory, and of course in security they go to your hand. Just so beautiful. We got the yellow one. Once again, Agumon, he keeps coming up here and there. This one's more like an impact. You can see the impact spoiling. Very nice. Like, it's like speed lines. Just the... oh my god, it's so good. This is top 4 for a yellow and delay to gain 2 memory. Then, of course, we have the green one. Green one looking cool too. Again, look at that impact foil. Just wow. Isn't that insane? Isn't that just so impressive? So yeah, this one's top 4 for green. So basically for every color we get a different one, except for white, I guess. White doesn't have one technically. So this one also is like a drill. You can see that. Oh my god, like look at that. Even like for collectors, even if you don't play the game, like these are really cool to have. And then of course we have one for purple too. Oh, with the Devimon there in the back. I just noticed that actually. So the eyes are kind of like having extra foiling, and it's like a rain shower kind of. It literally is like a rain shower falling down. That is so cool. So yeah, these promos are very, very nice and definitely worth buying these for. So you get 1 of each per start deck, and so you definitely want to pick up like 2 of each basically to have the playset ready, which is very nice. All right, and then we have the actual starter deck itself. I'm sure a lot of you already know what's in this, so I'm gonna kind of speed through it a little bit. Digimon as the Digitama. So basically when opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 2k for the turn. Inheritance Monodramon Reprint. This is the one from BT1. The art looks way nicer than the original one, so I definitely like this quite a lot. Agumon, this is a new one. When attacking a player, gets plus 2k DP in Inheritance, which is also quite good. This is actually played in Agumon, so that's pretty good. Then here we go, the SR Gilmon. Like, look at this. You see like how the art has like light shining down? They literally have a foiling effect of the light shining down. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? It's so beautiful. It has like a beautiful texture on it and everything. Like, this card is so worth having. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. So during your turn, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher in play, then you can Digivolve into Galantman for a memory cost of 4. So you can warp from 3 to 6. But your opponent having a level 6 can be a bit of a problem sometimes, because especially going into this like bonds meta, that might be a little bit of an issue. And then also in Inheritance, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, draw 1 once per turn. So that's also good. We get 2 copies of this Gilmon. Then we have Biomon, the level 3 blocker, but it cannot attack any players, so please do keep that in mind. But we have 4 copies of this one. Then we have the Growlmon, another new one. When opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. This one is not SR, it's just a regular like rare foil that are like is in BT6. So if you guys don't know, as of BT6 they dropped like the old like rare foiling where they used to have just like the kind of like gold like line around like the card, like the border would all be like gold. So they removed that and now they just like are foil, and then the SRs are also foil but a bit different. So you get 2 of these Growlmons, which is nice. This Shinegreymon is very important. In security, you can play without paying its memory cost, and on play, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k DP or less. So it's a very cool removal option. 5k DP level 4, just really nice card overall for red, period. Dark Tyranno Reprint, this is the, again, the 1 cost evolution, level 4 from BT1. So we definitely like that reprint too. I also think this is a better art than it used to be. Groundramon, also from BT1. All these cards used to be played in the BT1 Omnimon list. This is a new Rise Greymon, one of my favorite Digimon actually. You can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less on play, which is pretty okay for, you know, a 7-drop. Definitely not too bad, especially for a starter deck, and we get 4 copies of this one too. War Growlmon comes in again here. When attacking, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k DP or less. And Inheritance, when opponent's Digimon is deleted, gains security attack +1, which is kind of what helps to OTK with this deck. So I think we only get... no, we do get 4 copies of this one, which is definitely nice. And then we have the main feature of the start deck, which is the Galantman. Again, look at this rarity. Like, even the shield has a separate foiling. Do you see that? Even his shield has a separate foiling and it looks so beautiful. This card just looks so damn fantastic. It's so great. On top of that is level 6 11k DP, secure attack +1 just by itself. And when attacking a deleted opponent's Digimon with 4k DP or less, and if nothing was deleted by this effect, he gets +3k DP instead, thus hitting for 14k as strong as a level 7, which is just fantastic. So I really love this art, probably one of my favorite arts in the game right now too, just because I'm a huge Galantman fan too. Galantman Crimson mode, literally when? Please hurry up and give it to me, please. Alright, one of my other favorite Digimon is Shinegreymon. Another level 6, he's a rare though, you know, the foil is like regular. Also your attack +1 and also piercing, which is very, very good. So you do get him at 4 copies in the start deck, so you literally just need the like actual Gilmon line more times. Lightning Joust goes to your hand on security, but it's a 1 cost to give something +2 KDP for the turn. And then if you have less cards in your security than your opponent, give it +1 security attack as well. So just OTK potential for the Galantman, which is very nice. Atomic Blaster, 5 cost, and then main, choosing a number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 8k or less and delete them. So anything like Rookie Rush just gets wiped out, which is very, very cool. So you can definitely hit quite a lot of targets with this. And then there's the reprinted Gaia Force. So it's the same old Gaia Force, but just a new art. I kind of like the original one a bit more though. You do get 4 copies, which is good. And then you have a little tutorial on the back, which is also nice. So that's the Galantman start deck. Overall, just a beautiful product in my opinion. And so now let's also open up the Ulforce one. So Ulforce also includes 6 bonus SR cards, which is of course just the memory boost cards. So these all have the same ones. And I think it's really neat that they include them because like we needed to get them somehow. And I think making those tournament promos would have been, I don't know, would have made them more expensive than they actually are. So I think it's very nice of them. Also, here's the back of the box as well as the list of cards in the deck as well. So just like the last one, you basically get 2 copies of this to finish everything 4 times. It has a few good reprints as well, so it's generally a good time. So once again here, we have these same promos, so I'm not going to go over them again. It's literally a stack of promos that, you know, we already looked at. But then also the memory counters are Vmon and Ulforce, so they look really, really good, nice and blue with the gold, looks very sick. Ulforce in general is just a very cool looking Digimon, I think. Like, I like them in Cyber Sleuth as well, funny little guy. So that's that, and then we take a look at the deck and see what kind of ratios are in here. Just gotta remove this little plastic, get this out the way, and zoom in a little bit. So we have the new Demi Vmon. When you have 8 or more cards in hand, gets +1 KDP for the thing on top of it, which is quite nice. So 4 copies of that. Elecmon, this is the one from BT1, the 2-cost rookie, so 4 copies of him. Again, I like the new art quite a lot. The old art was pretty good too though. This is a new Gabomon. When you have 8 or more cards in hand, give +1 KDP to the thing on top. So he's pretty okay, not as good as the old Gabomon. If they reprinted the one from the start deck, that'd be pretty broken. Dracomon, reveal top 3, add 1 Digimon with Dramon in its name among them to your hand, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. So of course that can search for quite a lot of targets in this deck alone, so he's like your kind of tutor. And then we have of course the Vmon that we saw earlier, again with that beautiful foiling, you know, there's like a shining star. Even like the little like this wind thing is got his own little like texture. So inheritance, when attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, draw 1. And if your one has level 6 or higher Digimon in play, he can warp Digivolve to Ulforce Vidramon for a cost of 4 memory immediately, which is very, very nice. So again, suffer the same issue of your opponent having to have a level 6, but otherwise it is very, very strong. We get 2 copies of that one. We have of course the Vidramon as well, as a rare, 2 costs to evolve. Inheritance, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand when attacking, return opponent's level 3 Digimon to their hand and trash all Digivolution cards. So just a rookie bouncer, which is pretty cool. So we get 2 copies of him. Quadramon, which is the insecurity, end of battle, play it, and then when he's played, draw 2, which is not too bad. You know, just getting that kind of like extra draw is pretty sick. So we do like that. Gorillamon, that's the one from the starter deck as well. No, not the starter deck, from BT1. Do like his art is a bit more dynamic than the original one, but the original one is quite cool too. The original one is very like imposing. The Monzaemon as well from BT1, the vanilla level 5 also. Oh, only 2 copies, huh? That's interesting. All right, then Wingdramon, the blocker, the new one. This one is a level 5, 3 cost to evolve, so pretty nice to see a level 5 blocker for blue here as well. Then we have the Arrow Vidramon with jamming as level 5. And if you have 8 more cards in hand in inheritance, he gets +1 security attack to the thing on top of him. It's pretty good. Jamming on level 5 is always nice. Gives you a bit of like, you know, flexibility in your plays. So we get 4 copies of him as well. Slayer Dramon, here's another Dramon. He's our first level 6, also just a rare foil. When Digivolving, give security attack +1 for the turn, and then he is unblockable, so you cannot block his schmicks. He will just hit you right in the face with his security attack +1, which is pretty good. Oh, and then of course we have the Ulforce Vidramon, the cover card of the start deck. Looks really beautiful. Like, I think Ulforce looks really sick. It's just a very beautiful looking Digimon. Very rainbow, like, damn, look at that. Look at those effects over here, like, damn. 12k DP, level 6. When Digivolving, bounce an opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their hand and trash all Digivolution cards. And when attacking once per turn, if you have 8 or more cards in hand, you can unsuspend him. So just like the original Ulforce, he does have a bit of unsuspend strategy, which is nice, but you do have to have a really big hand in this deck. But of course, there's a lot of draw power, which helps us get there. So 2 copies of him, just like the Galantman. We have a reprinted Hammer Spark, which is definitely good. This has been needing a reprint for a while. You get 2 copies though. And then Victory Sword, 3 cost to unsuspend your blue Digimon, so you can keep swinging with Ulforce over and over again if you want. So that's a cool little like generic card to have. I think it comes at 4 times, which is pretty good. This is a new card. Then V Wing Blade. Return one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon to their hand, trash all Digivolution cards. So for 6, it's pretty good, to be honest. Like, this gets around like destruction protection effects, so it's pretty good to just like get, you know, clear your opponent's level 6s. So that's the removal spell, and then of course we just have the tutorial on the back as always. So that is the starter decks over and done with. So now let's finally dive deep into the booster set Double Diamond. So as I said before, I'm building red and yellow from this set, as well as a bit of blue. Like there's 2 blue SRs, and basically I want the Gabomon. The other one I'm fine with as well, just purely because it is, you know, something one of my locals wants. But like Jesmons, Gabomons, Agumons, as well as the yellow stuff, I would really appreciate. So we have Eosmon. This is one of the features of this set. You can play up to 50 copies of this card in your deck, and when you attack with it, you can play level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying its cost, so itself included. And then of course the level 6 has a payoff for playing all of those. Forbidden Trident, nice little option for blue. Elecmon, pretty nice like rookie with pressure. Eldredimon, so this one is the security attack +1, and then can't reduce his Digimon's DP, so it's like kind of like a yellow counter, which is pretty cool. So I'll put the commons on the side over here. You won't really see them much on screen. Disaster, I almost lost to this in Sneak, but luckily I had the rookie that prevents my opponent from gaining memory, so almost lost to it, but it's a pretty cool option. Mimicmon as well on play, like if you have 3 or fewer security, you played for 2 essentially, which is nice. Then Flamemon, if you have hybrid or 10 warriors in its form or type, it gains piercing, which is going to be pretty good going into next set. And then this is what I said about the new rares. So the rares now all have this kind of foil. This is the Agumon option, pretty good. So Red Reamer, the effect is you delete an opponent's Digimon with 6k DP or less, but if they have 3 or more in play, you delete a 13k DP or less. So that clears basically all level 6s, if not even some level 7s. So it's really strong removal for 4 cost. And then we have, oh, wait, isn't isn't this the parallel? Isn't this the parallel Beelstar? Wait a second, I gotta check this. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god. We actually pulled the parallel Beelstarmon. So this is probably like, first things first, this is the most chase secret in the set. Luckily for me, I don't play it. You know, for obvious reasons, it is a big chase card. But not only did we pull the chase secret, we pulled it in alternate art, which is a huge one for a lot of people. So of course, this card is pretty cool. It's a purple, 12 cost, 3 to evolve from level 5. When you play it from your hand, you can reduce its play cost by 1 for every 3 Musketeers Digimon card or option card with 7 memory costs in your trash. So yes, you can theoretically play it for free, which is very, very sick. And on play, you can return an option card with memory cost of 7 from your trash to your hand, and then use one option card with a memory cost of 7 from your hand without paying its cost. So it's really sick because you can just build up towards this and then play it for free, have a nice level 6 beater, and then on top of that, you can play super destructive options like right after. I am going to put her into a sleeve because this is very, very sick. Like, oh my god, that is just insane. Wow. Okay, that is a pull, probably the best pull I'm gonna get. Probably the best pull I'm gonna get in the entire box, and we get it from the very first pack. That's kind of insane. That's genuinely kind of insane. Okay, well, I'm happy because that'll probably afford me all the SRs that I need, because that's like the price range. How does every box opening I get such insane pulls, man? Judgment of the Blade, that's a good card for Mr. Jesmon. Could this be an Omen? We like it. Ooh, Bulkmon. I literally had my my Vital Breath on me earlier today, so I really like the Vital Breath. It's pretty cool. Although at one point my Vital Breath, like, I had a Wargreymon just about to come out, and then I basically just like like left my Vital Breath in my bag for one day, and then it died. We have a double Tamer pack. Matt Ishida, this is the essentially like the Gabomon Bond of Friendship support, so lets you, like when you play Gabomon or Gilmon, from breeding into battle, you draw 1 and gain a memory, and then once per turn you evolve your Gabomon into Bond of Friendship by basically killing 2 of your security, but then if you have 1 or more security, you delete the Digimon at the end of the turn, so you have to be careful about the timings, but you know, it's still a very good card. And then Minoa Bellucci, basically a white Tamer that sets you to 3 during the opponent's turn. While you have a Eosmon in play, you can basically like stop your opponent's Tamers from unsuspending, and then when you play an Eosmon, you can suspend her to your top 3 and add a Tamer or Digimon card with Eosmon's name from among them to your hand, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. So she's Eosmon support, but also like a generic like 3 memory Tamer if you need that, like if you play some kind of like, you know, I guess off-meta picks, or just like something that, you know, I guess just like focuses on white in the future. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that was my little story time. Didn't want to go on for that long there, but damn, such a broken pull. Parkage slipped me a good one. Like, Parkage definitely slipped me a good one. Speaking of 7-cost options, Happy Bullet Showering is a red one, so if you have a 3 Musketeers in play, then you can use this without color requirements, but otherwise, if you have a red Digimon in play, you can play it with the main cost to delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP, which means if they have multiples with, let's say, like 5,000, it will destroy all of them, which is really, really cool. The Tsunamon, new egg here, another Minoa Bellucci, and oh, that's a good SR to get as our technically first SR as well, which is the Gabomon Bond of Friendship. So Gabu Bond, as he is called, says when he's attacking, once per turn, if you have a Tamer in play, you can unsuspend him. So of course, with a mat, that's going to be the case usually. And when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of their deck, and trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. And of course, that's not once per turn, so when you attack with him twice in one turn, you can basically clear 2 things, which is really insane. And yeah, he's 3 cost to evolve from a level 6, and on top of that, of course, you know, you can jump into him from a level 3, which is really insane, and he has 14k DP, like, so amazing. I've noticed that there's like some cards, like even fresh out of a pack, have a bit of damage in this set, which isn't too great. I've just been noticing it when I was looking through my cards in the sneak, and like other people like as well, I think, said so online, that like there's a bit more like card damage in the set, which is kind of unfortunate. So hopefully that's not like affecting everyone. I think it happened last set too, like, you know, if we look at this one looks fine, actually. This one looks fine, but just some of the cards I've been noticing have been a little bit banged up, let's just say. Ginkakumon, there's some cool Ginkakumon stuff in this set as well. Wizardmon is really good for yellow too. When a card's removed from your security stack, gain a memory, like, that's really good for, especially in the context of this set's yellow support. Howling Memory Boost, so we saw the promo ones earlier, but this is one of the ones in the set. Trash the Digivolution cards from the bottom of your opponent's Digimon, and then one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can attack or block until the end of the opponent's turn. I hate saying Digivolution cards, like, in Vanguard, we just call it the soul, and it's so much easier. And then, of course, has the delay effect to gain 2 memory like the other ones. So another new egg for red. I thought this card was an SR at first, but it's only a rare. The Ancient Troymon, 5 cost to evolve. Like, look at this. Level 7 that evolves for 3 versus level 5 that evolves, level 6 that evolves for 5. Like, come on, man. This card's interesting. Basically, when opponent's Digimon attacks, you spend up to 2 of their Digimon without blocker. So to kind of like freeze their turn, which is pretty nice, like slow down the pace of the game. And on deletion, you could play a green level 4 lower hybrid. So it's pretty cool. Definitely like that. And we get the Pulsemon, that's in the set too. So this Pulsemon basically gives you jamming if you have exactly 3 security cards on inheritance, and otherwise on play you can trash cards on top of your security stack until there's 3 left and gain memory for each one trashed. So I guess you can basically refund the memory from playing him, but of course you can play him for free because yellow has plenty of ways to cheat out level 3s easily onto the board without actually paying for their memory costs. So it's a bit of memory gain, but the original promo Pulsemon that was the winner's promo in this sneak peek for this set is definitely also something to look out for. So, Baohakumon, really nice card. If you have a Twistarmon in play, you can delete an opponent's Digimon with 5k DP or less when you're attacking once per turn though, so you can't abuse it too much because, I mean, there's a reason why I say that. There's a reason why I say that. Babamon, quite literally a Baba. Play Rosemon or up to 2 yellow level 3 Digimon cards from your hand without paying their memory cost, which is pretty cool on deletion, not too bad. We got this one as the box topper of this box. Then we have the Junkmon, new rookie. Ogremon did some good work in the sneak as well. Discard 1 to kill a level 4 is pretty nice. And we have the Entmon, which also was pretty good in the sneak. You know, being able to board clear is nice, but of course, I think actually in-game, like level 5 with 8k DP won't be clearing that much, to be honest, so I don't know. Interesting. Another sneak MVP. feel like I've seen this series of packs before. This was the sneak MVP though. Your opponent can't gain memory except by Tamer effects. For blue is very, very good. So that way they can't cheat their memory the way that a lot of colors do these days, right? We have all these like delay effects now that allow for that too. So it's definitely quite nice. Oh, Gabomon. You can evolve over Tamer into this, which is pretty cool. Ornismon. The Tithe is the one that goes into the Agumon, which we still need to pull, so hopefully we can pull it, but it has literally the same effects as the earlier one we saw. And Dinasmon, okay, that's another SR that I really do want. So I think he's really cool, kind of like generic SR for yellow. This time around, not really like a boss monster. When Digivolving, you trash the top card of your security stack to reveal top 6 of your deck and add up to 2 level 6 or lower Digimon from among them to your hand. So, like, virtually anything, honestly, like virtually any Digimon, which is really sick. And of course, you trash the remaining cards. And then during all turns, so both yours and your opponent's, once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, if you have 3 or fewer, you can recover +1, which means like if you use a skill to do the first skill, you recover 1. If you get attacked and check a security, you also recover 1. So that's really cool. Just gotta manage your security well. I think for this box, I happen to have some sleeves next to me, so I'm gonna just put everything into some sleeves. All right, so far the hits are really good. I've gotten 2 of the SRs that I really want, and then gotten the probably most chase card in the set outside of the White Whale Omnimon. If any of you have gotten the White Whale Omnimon, please let me know in the chat. Sorry, not in the chat, in the comments. Because, yeah, I mean, gotta be blessed to pull it, right? You have to, like, I think like 1 in 2 or 1 in 4 cases. Something insane like that. Like, I know it's really uncommon. Oh, Bibimon, new egg for yellow. I really like the Pulsemon line. Like, it's so beautiful. Fly Bullet has some amazing art, not gonna lie. If you have a Digimon with 3 Musketeers in its type in play, you can use this option card without meeting its color requirement, so all of these 7-cost ones have the same effect. And you can delete your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon, so pretty cool for 7, but of course you can dodge this effect with the Beelstarmon we have over here. We have the new yellow Tamer, so gain 2 memory if you have less security than your opponent, and when a yellow Digimon attacks, you can suspend this to give something -1k, which is pretty good. And we pull the Jesmon, thank you so much. Probably the card I wanted to, like the deck I want to play the most in this set, just because I think Jesmon looks so damn sick. Not the parallel, but you know what, it's okay. I think he's super amazing regardless. So when attacking, you can play 1 Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand, or trash without paying its memory cost. So there's Sistermon Blanc, and then in Japanese there was Sistermon Noir, but she had a gun. So she was a nun with a gun, which if you're a Vanguard player, you know, best TCG, Cardfight Vanguard, we have a whole archetype called Battle Sisters, which is all nuns with guns. I'm serious here, they're all nuns with guns. And that was never a problem. But bringing a nun with a gun to English apparently has caused some issues because of how, I mean, this game is meant to be like, what age does it say on the packs? Surely it says like age 7+ or whatever, like it usually says that kind of thing. There we go. Ah, it's because it says 6+. This thing says 6+, that's why they can't have a nun with a gun. Okay, that probably explains it. So yeah, no nuns with guns, so instead they created Sistermon CL, who we haven't pulled yet. But I did get her from the sneak, so worst case I'll just pull that out of my like sneak stack. But yeah, Jesmon is really cool. I didn't even read the effects yet. So you can play Sistermon when attacking with him, and you can attack more than once per turn, so you can use that skill twice per turn, which is pretty crazy. And during your turn once per turn, when you play another Digimon, such as a Sistermon, get +3 KDP and piercing for the turn, which is really, really cool. So by far one of the best SRs in this set. Unfortunately, the deck is a little bit tricky because you really rely on the level 5, like you really rely on the level 5 to get those 2 attacks per turn. Otherwise the deck is like way too slow in my opinion. Or not way too slow, but just a lot slower. So a lot of people aren't like playing it in tournaments and stuff as much as people expected. There's the guy where we're talking about Savior Hakumon. Look how sick he looks. Like look how amazing he looks, but unfortunately he's also like the backbone of the deck, right? When Digivolving, play a Sistermon without paying its cost, and then Inheritance when attacking once per turn. If you have a Sistermon in play, unsuspend this Digimon. So this Restender is so important. It's so damn important, and of course it's like the backbone of the deck too. Makumon, the new decoy ability. So Decoy in black says whenever one of your other black Digimon will be deleted, you can delete this Digimon instead. So it's kind of like Shadow Stitch sort of type effect, which is pretty cool. And then we have the new purple Tamer, Sora and Mimi. So during the start of your turn, if your opponent doesn't have a level 4 lower Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. And during your turn, when your purple Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to draw 1 and then trash 1 card in your hand. So pretty cool because you draw cards, and then there's a lot of effects in purple now that say like when you trash something in hand for an effect, blah blah blah, you know, gain a memory, draw an extra card, or like, you know, things like that. So it's actually a very nice Tamer in my opinion, so do like that a lot. Mistymon is pretty cool too. Basically, when a card's removed from your security stack, give something minus 2k. I think that's pretty decent, to be honest. Gabomon, pretty cool. Petal with the piercing. What's the piercing doing? Dragomon, parabolic junk. What a name. What an actual name. Another Happy Bullet Showering. We're seeing some repetition now. Another tie, so we can actually get 2 of the rare per box, and a Wyvern's Breath, which is a really... I basically see this as the Gaia Force for yellow. They got the Dinasmon in the back there. I wonder if we can we focus on that? Can I like zoom in on this a little bit? Like, ooh, come on, come on. There we go, look at that. Look at my boy. Dinasmon just champ chilling in the back. Very nice. But basically, like, you play this for 8, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 15k DP, which is essentially a Gaia Force. Like, let's be real, that is basically a Gaia Force for yellow, and I think it's pretty good. Alright, this box we've had a really nice spread in our SRs, so we still have quite a few hits. I think like 5 hits still left in this box, and of course we still have a lot of packs left in this box, so no issues. Cool little new security tool for security control. Basically, in the battle that it was in the security, you digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which is pretty nasty because you can shut down a whole combo basically by just checking this, which is, in my opinion, pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Alright, Fly Bullet comes up again. New egg for green. Basically every set has a new egg for every color. Manticoremon. When attacking, trash top card security to give something minus 5k. Not too bad, but I wouldn't be too happy attacking with this. And there we go. There is Sistermon CL. The Sistermon alternate arts are very nice. I think this set there's only CL alternate, and it does look very good actually. So of course CL, just like the Melty Blood CL, they actually look quite familiar and look quite similar, not familiar, right? It's like blue hair and like... I guess she uses like a katana, not so much like the nails or whatever that CL used in Melty Blood, but pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's keep it going. So we just need to pull Sistermon Blanc, and then we got the whole package. And of course the Agumon Bonds of Courage, please. No, I think it's Bonds of Bravery, right? Oh no, it's Bonds of Courage. Bonds of Courage. Friendship is the Gabomon. So whether we're friends or we're courageous, we're metadex no matter what. You know, that's the message. Alright, this is like the other purple delay memory boost option. So you can basically play it to return a purple Digimon card from your trash to your hand, and then put this in the battle area, and then the turn after you can pop it for 2 memory, which is pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, that's a common. Impmon, this has an alternate. This Agumon also has an alternate. Volcanomon does not, but I love the art. He's like raging at the 2 Agumons for playing the TCG. Can't even tell what decks they're using, but it's beautiful art. Rattlestar, this is the blue, like the Gabomon art. Oh my god, the option looks so good. So you can bounce opponents level 5 or lower Digimon to their hand, but if they have 3 or more in play, you can bounce anything to their deck bottom and trash all of the Digivolution cards. So it's really, really cool. So just like the one for the Gabomon, like this one is like 3 or more to have a better effect, and that one is also like 3 or more to have a better effect. So it's pretty cool. And we have another Ancient Tremon. Almost got fooled that it was an SR. I also really like what they do with the rare effect in this set. Like them making them foil is just so sick. Like I'm a huge fan of that. Definitely hope they keep going with it because I think it just looks nice, you know? Like, it's better than like the gold surroundings that they used to do, which were nice in their own way, but it just makes the rares feel not as valuable as they are, I guess, which is kind of weird. Alright, we have a Izzy and Joe, so that's the new black Tamer, and then of course the Rebellimon, so that's the level 5. Basically have a rare line of the Goblimon line, which is pretty cool. Keep it going though. Keep on cracking these beautiful packs. So yeah, this set is definitely very, very exciting. We have like the next one like 3 months, I think, right? And then we have the EX booster in December, so that's in 2 months. It's gonna be pretty exciting. The EX booster definitely adds some interesting cards that I'm pretty excited to try out. Blue gets some pretty crazy stuff, to be honest. Alright, Babamon again, the Baba visits again. Ginkakumon promotes. It's actually a really cool card. Has Rush, so for purple that's already very sick. And on play, you can place a Ginkakumon or Ginkakumon from your trash into this Devolution card in any order. And if you put 2 cards with this effect, then draw 1. So it's pretty cool, because it lets you set up, and of course, it can evolve from a level 4 for 1 cost, which is very nice, very nice. Alright, Magna Kid, not an SR, even though he looks like one. Skill attack +1, and when digivolving, you can use an option card with memory cost of 7 from your hand without paying its cost, and if you don't, delete an opponent's Digimon with 4k DP or less. So if you don't have a like option card in hand, you can just basically like, you know, fire at will, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Underworld Cell. No, sorry, Call, not Cell. So when discarded by an effect, you draw 1, but otherwise if you play it for 4, you can revive a level 4, which is pretty good. So whichever like use you have for it, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be pretty damn good. All right, let's keep it going. Come on, Gabomon, you're the only SR I'm missing. Sorry, not Gabomon, Agumon. We already pulled Gabomon in the first pack. Come on. I really want to see him, our big buff boy. Alternate art would be even better, but I'm not going to get carried away here, you know? Not trying to get carried away. Iron Fisted Onslaught. delete opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. So all of your opponent's Digimon the highest play cost. So if they have like a bunch of like 12 costs, you know, bunch of 12 costs on the board, you destroy them all, which is pretty damn strong. And then, ooh, Eosmons. Of course, we've been pulling the level 5 Eosmons throughout. There's level 4 as well, and this is the payoff for them all. So, when Digivolving, for each Tamer in play, both yours and your opponent's, you can place a level 5 or lower Eosmon from your trash at the top of the Digimon Digivolution cards in any order. If you put 2 or more, then delete one opponent's Digimon. So that's a removal for Digivolving for 5, which is pretty expensive, but, you know, that's pretty cool. And then for each 3 Digivolution cards that Digimon has, it gains Security Attack +1, so it has some pretty cool OTK potential as well. TBH, this is the first SR that I don't really feel like putting in a sleeve, but we'll still give it the sleeve treatment. Gonna be fair to all the kids here. It's fine. But yeah, I think the card, it's okay. I know a lot of people aren't too happy with it because it took away the green support from this set, but I know some people definitely do want to meme around with it, and it is a movie booster, so of course I gotta print all the Digimon that pop up in the movie, right? So they're not gonna do the Eosmon dirty. And it's a pretty cool deck. I know some people like the gimmick, you know, we kind of have that in Vanguard too now with this Meteor deck, where you can have like up to 16 meteors in your deck, which is pretty crazy. Another CL followed by Morphomon. So speaking of the Eosmon, that's level 3. That basically searches for an Eosmon or a Manoa Bellucci. So pretty good. We're getting some nice Sistermons too. Can we get the Blanc though? I feel like I'm gonna buy in Noir when I move to Japan as well, just because they look good. Well, I'm obviously gonna buy them if I play Jesmon in Japanese, so that's not gonna be a question of if, but rather when. But kind of want the, like, I might want like one of each of the like alternates, because they do look really cool. Like, they look genuinely very nice. Like, the art is super sick on them. Alright, Majiramon, when Digivolving, trash the Digivolution card from top of one of your opponent's Digimon. I hate saying Digivolution card. Can we find a better word for this? Like, source? I like saying source. And then when attacking once per turn in Inheritance, your opponent has no Digimon with sources in play, unsuspend the Digimon. See? It's so much smoother. It's so much easier to just say that. Just say sources, man. It'll save lives. Digivolution cards just hurts my lips from saying it, you know? Hurts the lips from saying it. You don't want that. You don't want that for the 6+-year-olds playing this game. Am I right, chat? Am I right, kids? Are we all 6+ in here? Surely, right? Surely we're all 6+. My god. Alright. We start off with another CL. There's a lot of CLs we're getting back to back to back, and oh my god. Well. I did ask for it, and this box definitely delivered. We have pulled the alternate art, not even the original, but the alternate art, Sistermon Blanc. This is, of course, the other Sistermon. I can't believe it was in the same pack as the regular CL too. Like, look at that. That's crazy. So the CL gains a memory when you play it, and gives all your Huckmon and Royal Knights, which Jesmon is, plus 2k DP. But Blanc says when you play it, you draw 1. And while you have a Huckmon or Royal Knight in play, all your Sistermons gain blocker, which is insanely good. They are rookies, they are white, so you can't evolve over them, so they're just sitting there as blockers that draw you cards and give you memory. But that is an insane pull. Oh my god. Like, this is what I want to keep. Like, I think if I pulled the Jesmon alternate, I would maybe keep it too, but the Sistermon, you know. We Vanguard players, this is the kind of art we're used to. Like, this is what a Vanguard card looks like. No borders, just beautiful, amazing alternate arts with waifu arts every now and again. If it's not dragons or knights or robots, it's gonna be waifus. This box is broken. I will be the first to say it. This box is busted. Like, I cannot complain about what we've pulled. I definitely cannot, because this is a bit too strong. This is just a bit too strong. I definitely like it. Alright, Elekimon, Bellukimon, Eldradimon, all the good stuff going on here. All the good comments. We still have more SRs to pull. We got Morphomon into a... No, that's an SR. Believe it or not, this level 5, this little boy is an SR as well. He has a decoy effect we talked about, and on deletion, you can delete your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less. So he decoys for you, and then he kills anything, which is pretty good. But man, it's not the SR, it's not the Agumon, you know? Compared to an Agumon, this isn't quite it, so we'll take it. We still have 2 more potential hits, so hopefully we do get it. Oh my god, this is dramatic. It's genuinely dramatic. What a box. What a box. Alright, come on. Surely, we still have like, what, 4 or 6 packs left? Still 2 more SRs to find. Surely, there's gonna be an Agumon among them. Surely, right? There's no way. There's no way that won't be the case. I'm praying out here. Genuinely praying out here. Surely Parquet just blessed me with the most godlike box possible. I'm sure of it. That's why you guys should also buy your stuff from Parquet and use discount code different5, right? That's what I'm saying. All right, we got an Ogremon. I was gonna lead into a hype pull there, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But maybe this time, if another person redeems the code and buy something, you can even get promos, man. You can get promos you're missing and all that kind of good stuff. It's a great time. It's a great time. Speaking of promos, we're going to open those at the end of this video, by the way, in case you're wondering, like, when's he going to open the dash packs? When's he going to open the dash packs? Don't you worry. That's at the end. All right. Matt Ishida paired up with Nagubon. Boom. Oh, Titamon. Okay, like, you're a very good card. Titamon is a very good card. It's definitely a great card. Amazing purple support, but not what I need. That's pain. Well, when Digivolving, trash one card in your hand, and you can play one purple level 4 or lower from your trash without paying its cost. So again, we have a bunch of like on trash effects, or like when trashed do X effects, which activates off of this basically. And once per turn, when you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, like as his own, you get supposed to get DP and security attack +1, but only once per turn, so you cannot OTK your opponent, unfortunately. Sorry to burst your bubble, but good pull, good pull. Come on, just finish on an Agubond. Just finish on an Agubond and everything is great. Everything is fine, you know? Everything is fine when we finish on an Agubond, you know? Alright, let me just peek at the last card. Just check if it's an SR or not, okay? But it's hard to peek without spoiling. You have to spoil the name. You can't peek like in Vanguard, you can literally look at the bottom, like, bottom line of the card and you'll know the rarity. But in Digimon, I think you can't actually peek without spoiling yourself, which is kind of unfortunate. But all right, Red Reamer into an Agubon. Surely, right? Surely, right? Okay. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. That's okay. 3 packs left. 3 packs left. You know what? I really want to finish on an SR, but the thing is, the SRs don't have a pattern. Like, you can't like feel it out to see if it is. What I want to kind of do is make an ultra pack, okay? We're gonna make an ultra pack, all right? So we're gonna open up these commons. We're gonna go through them. I mean, there's nothing too crazy in here, right? It's just commons and then followed by 3 uncommons. We're gonna make an ultra pack from these last 6, all right? You know how I do. I like to build up that excitement. You know, maybe we get surprised by a white whale, who knows, right? Maybe a white whale surprises us. On top of that, if you don't know the white whale, that is of course the beautiful Omnimon that I'm talking about. So let's just see, right? Last pack here. That's the final pack. Beautiful pack, by the way. Didn't really talk about the pack design, but it is very beautiful. Can a white whale surprise us? Or will I just get what I want and finish up on an Agubond? Please. Please, the god of booster packs, I beg you for blessings. Not much else. Not much else, okay? Just for blessing in this one pack. Just for blessing. Alright, 6 cards. 5 SRs. I picked up the Sistermon Blanc. There sadly won't be any more alternate arts here, I think. Alright, let's flip them over one by one, okay? No, actually, let's take this one. This one's the one in the front, so this would be a rare. This should also be a rare, and this should also be a rare, right? So normally these should all 3 be rares. We start off with Izzy and Joe, so that's cool. Put that aside. Next, we have the Entmon, put it aside. Then, we have the Sistermon Blanc, there we go. There she is, that's the regular one. Looks quite different actually when you have to compare it, like the regular art and the alternate. Quite different, but still beautiful, very nice, good to have. Alright, and now any of these 3 cards could be an SR, right? So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Orealdan, Doro! Okay, still a rare, Iron Fisted Onslaught. Alright. Doro! Monster Kado! Hi! Ooh, okay. Last card is an SR. Please, Agubond, show up right now. I am begging. Agubond. Hi! Gankomon. Damn. Well, Gankomon it is. Gankomon it is. I can't complain with how quality this box has been. Definitely cannot. It's been too powerful. Let me move all of these rares and uncommons aside to quickly take a look at a quick recap of what we pulled. I think nobody could complain with pulls like this, right? Even if we don't pull all the SRs we need, this was insane, right? So for SRs, we pulled a Gankomon, a Titamon, Mamemon, which is probably the least amazing one, but it's okay. Eosmon, regular Jesmon, I'm very happy. So definitely, you know, it's one of the main decks I want to build, so hopefully we pull more. I'm opening 3 more boxes, by the way. I didn't mention that yet, but tomorrow I'll be opening up 3 more boxes that you can watch, and hopefully we pull the remaining cards we're missing. If I can pull the play sets of stuff like Jesmon, Dinasmon, and Gabomon, and the, I guess, remaining 3 Agumons, that'd be pretty great. And then our parallels for this box were amazing. Sistermon Blanc was only a rare, but a very, very sought after one. And then the Beelstarmon is just insane. Getting a secret as an alternate is insane. Let's just put it that way, okay? And now to finish up, let me move the box away. We'll be finishing up with the promo cards. So of course, box topper can go away, but we have 2 dash packs and of course the 1-year anniversary promo pack. Now the dash packs, I really want especially the Gabomon as well as this, the yellow one, which is the Kudamon. These 2 in particular I really want. The Gilmon would be nice too, but honestly, the Gabomon is the focus because that is necessary for the Gabomon's deck. So hopefully we can pull at least 1 copy of him. I still have more dash packs to open tomorrow, of course, but come on. Gabomon, please show up right now. Hercules Kabuterimon. It's okay. When Digivolving, suspend an opponent's Digimon or suspend 2 with 5 KDB or less. It's okay. It's okay. I don't play green, so I don't really care. I don't really care because I don't play green. Alright, surely Gabomon from this one. This feels like Gabomon, okay? Feels like Gabomon, smells like Gabomon. Hop! It's a Gilmon. Okay, alright. Gilmon is pretty cool too. When attacking, draw 1. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe better in the future. And finally, this is the anniversary pack. Has some insane pulls. Like, look at this. Like, we have, like, really, like, even the uncommons and, like, rares and stuff are valuable. But then we got stuff like Valder Arm in here, which is pretty insane. So we even got SRs from past packs as well. So let's see, what do we finish on? Will it be a busted one or not? Oh, okay, that is definitely a hit. The Valder Arm is going to be the pull for this one, and that is definitely beautiful. So the go-to level 7 for yellow that's been bothering people for months on end for the last 2 booster sets gets a beautiful, beautiful rework in this promo pack. What an amazing looking card. Absolutely stunning. In my opinion, the best art that this card has had, so definitely looking beautiful. So with that though, that will be it for this box opening video. As I said earlier, guys, if you want to watch more box opening goodness, there'll be 3 more boxes being opened tomorrow on the channel, and I'll do my best to also push out more other content for this booster set because there's a lot of really cool things going on in it. You know, whether it's new decks or some gameplay from my locals, maybe from tournaments, I'll do my best to push out more content as well, so look forward to it as well. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Once again, thank you to Parkage for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check them out as well and use my discount code that you can find in the description. And otherwise, that's gonna be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.